Good afternoon. I know we're just a few minutes late, but the wait was worth it because you are with us live here on Trail Talk in Duncan, Oklahoma at the Chisholm Trail Heritage Center. And we have a returning friend, Matt Axton, and Taylor Crop. That's right. I remember now. Relatives have that name. Taylor Crop. And Matt and Taylor they've come all the way, well, not today. They've been in Oklahoma for a little while, but they are here in Duncan because Matt, and what's the name of your band?
We call them Bad Moon.
Bad Moon.
Yeah, they're all a bunch of nice guys.
Yeah, I bet it's a Bad Moon. That's kind of one of those names.
Yeah,
Gets your attention.
It fits the country lifestyle.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, they're here from California and they're performing tonight at the Simmons Center in Duncan for the kickoff concert for the Chisholm Trail Arts Council concert series.
For CTAC.
Yes, the concert series, one of our favorite things. My husband and I we get season tickets every year. Yeah.
Wait, we're the
every year.
kickoff? I didn't even know.
You guys, yeah, you are the
goodness.
kickoff, the season
pressure.
opener.
No pressure.
Putting it on them right here. Some of you may remember Matt from when he was here. When was that? Like a little over a year ago? Like was it summer?
I think it was last October.
Yeah, it was
Was it October? Okay, so right at a year ago. And they were coming through Duncan. You guys had been in Nashville, I believe, and came through Duncan because Matt's family, his dad was born here, his grandparents lived here. The Axton name rings a bell. Hoyt Axton is Matt's dad.
That was one of his favorite kids.
One of his favorites. And you refer to him as Pappy.
Happy? Oh yeah.
Is that I saw that used in some of your posts about this, and I thought that was endearing. I thought that was sweet.
Well, some people called him the Great White Okie.
The Great White Okie.
Yes, that's what he called himself. I think
Well,
it's stuck.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. And then May Axton, Hoyt's mother, Matt's grandmother, wrote the Heartbreak Hotel for Elvis Presley. So, and those things happened here in Duncan, which is just, I mean, to be here from Duncan, that's kind of a thing that it's like, wow, it's kind of wow that all of that happened. But we're so glad Matt is here and could come back and join us today. And we're going to do some interview talk and everything, but why don't you guys kick us off with a song?
Want to do a song?
Will that be good?
All right,
You ready for that?
I think we're ready. We came all this way.
They came all this way to play. We better let them play.
His guitar strapped to us.
That's right. All right, well, take it away.
All right. Flip a coin. Do a Hoyt we'll do a Hoyt tune. That's a good one. We mentioned him enough.
Yes.
And like Edie said, my pappy was lucky enough to be born in Duncan, Oklahoma. We're very proud to be back here. I was here 6 months ago for the induction ceremony. The Simmons Center. My dad and grandma got to play there, and obviously keep falling in love with this place. And we're glad you guys let us back in the door. I'm only late because it's the drummer's fault, but we left them in the hotel room. We have all the keys. They can't cause any more trouble here. I guarantee that. But we're gonna do a little Hoyt Axton tune. This one was never a huge hit per se on the charts, but this is one that's known probably by the most songwriters and people that know my dad's work deeply. This one's considered one of his best songwriting tunes. It's a pretty love song called Evangelina. Oh, and Coulter Wall, the big artist, just did a version of this, released it on his new album. So there's some modern day bragging, and that's the magic of music. It can last 50 years, right? I mean, timeless. You should be proud. And I dream in the morning that she brings me water, and I dream in the evening that she brings me wine. Just a poor man's daughter, where the piñas go. Evangelina, old Mexico. There's a great hot desert south of Mexico. If you don't have water, you better not go. Our tequila won't get across that desert. Evangeline, old Mexico. And the fire I feel for the woman I love, driving me insane, knowing she's waiting. I can't get there. God only knows that I rack my brain to try to find a way. It's that woman in old Mexico. I met a kind man. He guarded the border. Said you don't need labor. I'll let you go. I can tell that you love her by the look in your eyes. She's the rose of the dead. Oh, thanks. And the fire I feel for the woman I love, driving me insane, knowing she's waiting. I can't get away. God only knows that I rack my brain to try to find a way to reach that woman in old Mexico. And I dream in the morning that she brings me water. And I dream in the evening that she brings me water. Just a poor man's daughter. When up in your soul. South of the border. Old Mexico. Evangeline. I miss you so. Cha cha cha. Yeah, thank you, everybody.
Yeah. The crowd goes wild. That really what is a timeless song. That's a beautiful,
It's a beautiful
it's a
song.
beautiful song.
Timeless is a perfect word, like any generation, any era, fanciful or modern, it's sort of.
Mm.
It works.
Yeah, Taylor's almost like steel guitar sound with it. That was great.
They were gonna play it tonight.
Are we gonna play it tonight? Yeah, we're gonna have a little band.
A little preview.
It was gonna be a
Yeah, yeah.
surprise, but.
Well, I bet.
He doesn't pull that one out very often.
no.
For special shows.
Oh,
Yeah,
very
very true.
nice, very nice. So, talk to me a little bit about, last year, it seemed like you guys were kind of trying to, gone to Nashville, you were trying to make some connections, and kind of trying to get your band kind of off the ground and you had a recording you had made. So kind of how have things evolved since then?
Well, it has been one wild year.
Yes.
At that time, last October, we came. That was our first sort of tour outside of California, like doing a
Oh.
real, doing a big loop, a bunch of guys in the band, trying to change the world one note at a time type of thing.
There you go.
And that was a smaller one. It was more, the way I'm explaining on this tour is that was like digging up the name a little bit, trying to get
Right.
people to remember it and connect Axton with good original music is that the
Mhm.
idea. And then we had a tour 6 months ago where that was sort of dusting it off, polishing it up, and now it's trying to get it up in lights. And this has been a month-long tour. We still have 2.5 weeks to go. We started in LA, Hollywood, where we live, and we just did a big loop, did 4 days in Nashville for Americana Fest. They got our first official little showcase, which was great.
Oh,
I mean, it's all
nice.
about seeing these little tangible steps and like, all right, we can reach there. How do we do this? Let's lift each other up and do that. And with organic, good music as the center of the thing.
Right.
And I'm hoping that'll drive. That's what my grandma and dad always believed, is like community through music and growth through art. And that's what we're pushing as well.
Right. So I don't know much about, how a band gets on gets a tour and get your name out there. So you talk about steps, like what does that look like? I mean, last year you were kind of getting the name out there and your dust off. Now you're kind of a little bit bigger tour. So what is another step after that?
Well, the next step, I mean, the musical landscape has changed so much compared to when my dad was doing it, where you had sort of traditional record labels and they do your promotion and advertising. You'd have your managers and all this other stuff. Where now you can do so much stuff in-house, some people say, right? Because basically with social media, your own promotion, your own advertising. Now you can do your own distribution because you can just do it online through all these other, sites, which is back in the day, you had to have a record company to get anything out.
Right.
So it's different. So it's all on your own back, which is great. You get to control your brand and all that kind of stuff, but it also means everything falls on you.
Yeah.
And so I'm starting to grow a good little team of people that are helping, and you do have to have that. You have to have not only a good team of musicians, but people.
Business people, that sort of thing.
People to keep us organized, because inherently that is not how my brain works as an
Right.
artist.
Right.
Our job is to go out there and find the colors and put them together and make a painting, basically. Where some people are great at lining things up, and when you're traveling for 30 days and doing a bunch of interviews and shows and organizing all this stuff, you do need a small little army to keep it going. So
Right.
it's about sort of building that up, getting the right people with, like I said, organic art as the center focus of it, and people are starting to, and consistency too. It's about, we show up in a market, get a little traction and come back there again so people remember you and they're like, oh, that was fun, I'll tell my friends. And that's the very old fashioned way of doing it, the troubadour way.
Right.
And that still works. You can't fake that stuff.
Yeah.
So-
Well, you have to someone has to come fill the seats.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to be a live performer, that has to happen.
Yes.
And so, that they have to know that most people are going to want to know who they're going to come here, and everything. So did you, in all of that, the things happening this year, were you able to write some new songs for things, or did you already have songs? You're just waiting for the opportunity to play them for.
It's more the second one. I mean, the
Okay.
Axtons, we have a curse of way too many songs in general.
Oh, it's
So,
with the
yeah,
songs.
which it's a blessing in disguise in a way, because we can really curate the shows to specific venues and styles. If we're playing a late night honky tonk, I'm gonna do a different set than we would if we're doing intimate, songwriter showcase or something to that effect. So that's been a blessing, but we're not really on the traditional, here's our newest album, we're pushing it. No, we're more, right now, also we're pushing singles. So this tour we're on is called the Golden Times Tour, and that's the newest single we have. And then at the end, you release about 5 of those and then have an album come afterwards. So it's a little different than it used to be. Even just a few years ago, that has changed a lot, just going from singles to albums.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, that's about it. We have, I'm lucky because I get to pull a bunch of legacy songs too.
True.
So that makes my job extra special from that standpoint.
True. And I mean, it's not like you're just covering someone's song.
Yeah.
You're playing your grandma's song, or you're playing your dad's song, and just how cool that has to be.
Well, I have to keep them alive with that.
Oh,
Music
yeah.
is close to magic, as I think the world has, really.
Mhm.
It's the only thing that can connect people that don't have much else in common. They can cross oceans and languages and ages and really connect people. So I do believe that. I'm not just saying that. That would be a good bumper sticker.
Right. Well, you mentioned the Duncan Area Arts Hall of Fame earlier, and in January, Matt was here, his grandmother and father were inducted into that Hall of Fame. And your performance that night was really, I think it was just so heartfelt. And your cousins were there. It was just it was moving. It was just a really sweet time, it seemed like, for your family and for you to be able to play and everything. And I thought that was a wonderful night.
Oh, it was magical for me. I mean, I mentioned the word magical. That was special.
Yeah.
Getting to play with Woodwill, hopping on stage with the guys I just met and been like, let's go, we're gonna follow this song and see what
Yeah.
happens. And it came out great. I was
They're quality musicians.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out to Cindy Parks. We're talking about you and your fam. She told me she was gonna watch, so.
In fact, her
Yeah.
husband's the one say Lynn said, woo.
Yeah, Lynn is on by Zoom.
Mhm.
So I don't know
I
Lynn,
see.
but we're glad you're watching,
Glad you're here.
Lynn. Thank you for joining us.
We're friends now. know, it could
No,
be.
Taylor's mom.
Could be my mom.
Okay, hey, moms do what moms do, you know?
Y'all can't.
So you got another,
Yeah, we got
song
part
for
two,
us?
three, yeah,
Oh.
for sure.
All right, perfect. Let's hear it.
All right. Save the best for last. So I usually, we always pay homage to the Hoyt, to the Axton legacy, but well, we focus mainly on original stuff. We call this Americana music, which now is such a broad umbrella term. It means a little bit of anything we can get away with, little blues, country, rock, whatever we want to, soul. So this tune right here is called Home Sweet Home, and it's about that moment when you're pulling around in your neighborhood and you see the comfort of your house coming up and you just feel at ease and that magical moment. So it's called Home Sweet Home. You go round and take me from this town, but I'm coming back some sweet day. Sitting, waiting, not a care in the world, just beautiful smiles, beautiful girls, but now it's home, sweet home for me, yeah, well, it's home, sweet home for me, Lord, well, it's home, sweet home for me, yeah, well, it's home, sweet home, sweet home. Another day, sights to see along the way, experience find it one of a kind. In the sunset, I will drown, next that rain comes falling down. As perfect as it seems, something's missing inside me, so it's home, sweet home for me, yeah, well, it's home, sweet home for me, Lord, well, it's home, sweet home for me, yeah, well, it's home, sweet home, sweet home. It all spirals round, I know you'll be there for me to gently touch down. It's my one and only, it's my perfect place. The last time took my time with a smile on my face. And the music that I make are just words for the pictures you paint. I love it more and more each day. When the colors start to fade and the last note is played, fall asleep in this house of harmony, 'cause it's home, sweet home for me, yeah, well, it's home, sweet home for me, Lord, well, it's home, sweet home for me, yeah, well, it's home, sweet home, sweet home. Thank you. Thank you, Brad.
That was really a fun song. Is that one?
That's mine. That's happening tonight too. That's happening.
Okay. I'm gonna be singing along. I was watching you guys play and I was just wondering, how much practice, how many hours of practice do you guys put in? I mean, and like when you're touring, are your performances your practices or like, how does that work?
About this one.
Yeah, I know, this is a funny question here. I mean, yeah, when you're on tour, sadly, when you're on tour, the thing you do the least is play music. most of the time you're driving. And sitting in a
right.
hotel room. But you know, let's say you play a show and you're like, oh, this little thing, we need to tweak that, let's work on that. You do that a lot, mainly
Mhm.
more talking in the van, driving places.
Right,
But me and Taylor have been playing together constantly for the last year. He's been on all the tours, so we have a little bit of an easier rapport.
right,
But you know, we trade out members sometimes, like in this tour, we had to trade out drummers, not because anybody's anything wrong, it's just.
it happens.
Yeah, some people can't disappear for a month from
Yeah.
their busy life, it's totally
Right.
understandable. So you have to have a general comfort and like consistency in the middle and let people sort of hop in and out.
Mhm.
So I wish, my dream is to get to the next point where we can really just practice and perfect everything to the nth degree. I love that detail. But at the same time, sometimes it's good to have stuff that's organic and popping people in and out because it lets you hear something differently.
Right, oh, yeah, yeah, I bet that's, other artists have other things that they hear or
Yeah.
think, oh.
Where they
yeah.
play that
way
or
they
something
do
like,
it.
oh, that was cool. I've never
Yeah.
heard that before.
Oh, yeah,
So-
I bet that's fun to kind of discover those things, yeah.
But if we had a tour bus, just tell Dee, if anybody has an extra tour bus out there, let us know. We'll practice all day long. And then-
Right, all day,
all
every day,
Every day. Yeah.
all the hours would be practice. So, yep, I guess like most of you guys have jobs, other jobs,
Not,
To-
not
no?
not us guys.
no?
That's what we do mainly.
Music, all of your,
That's-
all like full-time
I
musicians.
mean, you sort of, to be very honest, you have to. in order
You have to make that
In this industry,
decision.
they're like break out in any way, you have to be on. Dedicated to it. Not that you can't do it the other way, but it's just. Like I said, there's so many little jobs that we have to do. We
Yeah.
have to be like hyper focused on
Yeah.
basically. All I do most of the day right now is just answer emails and stuff. It's the way of the world.
It
but-
is, it is.
But the idea is to get, like I said earlier, add people to the group that are really efficient at that, and that lets us sort of focus on the art as
Mhm.
much as we can. And instead, I have over 300 songs. My dad has 300. My grandma had 200. So it's a lot of songs to choose from.
Got quite the library.
Yeah, a few of them are good too.
A few Two are worth singing now and then. So besides playing here in Duncan, you played, where did you play already in Oklahoma?
We did Stillwater.
Stillwater,
Yep,
okay, that's what I was thinking.
Stillwater.
But then after, you play tonight here, you have some other places you'll be playing here in Oklahoma, is that right?
That is right. Tomorrow night we go to Tulsa,
Okay,
play Maggie's Music Box there, and then on Tuesday, we're playing in Tulsa again, a place called PJ's. And that's with another guy named Travis Kidd, who's a great local Tulsa artist, and he's like, let's just hop on. Because I mean, most of the stuff that we do on tours is networking.
right,
Like meet somebody one time, like, hey, when we come back, we'd love to share a show. When you come our way, we'll do the same thing. That's that old fashioned way. I really believe in that. I'm trying to push it as much as possible. We're getting
right.
some people on the bandwagon on that.
Mhm.
It's great. And then to cap off our Oklahoma fun, we're doing the Oklahoma Music Hall of Fame next Thursday, the 5th. And we're looking forward to that a lot. We always stop by there no matter what when we're in town. So
Right.
it's gonna be a fun night.
Wow, that sounds very exciting. I mean, and I don't know how you feel about being in Oklahoma. Oklahoma was not really home for you. I mean, I guess you probably visited relatives, your cousins, I mean, on occasion.
Yeah.
But as far as Oklahoma, I'm just an Oklahoma girl. I love Oklahoma. We were gonna have to move away one time because of my husband's job, and I was just grieving. I just didn't want to leave Oklahoma. I mean, I love to travel, but this is my place, And so I wonder what it's like for you coming to this place that, where your family has roots. Your dad was born here, but I mean, what does Oklahoma mean?
Well,
to you,
Oklahoma
Matt.
has a very special place in my heart because of that. As a young kid, I remember we'd always stop here on tours with my dad.
Mm,
Because his family, his brother and his family lived in Ada. That's where my cousins were raised. I still have a cousin who lives in Norman. I'm gonna go see him this weekend and go to a football game and get full
Yeah.
of.
I'll be there. We'll go
There
to
you
Oh, yeah? Nice.
season
We'll
ticket.
have to hang out.
We'll be there. It's
Awesome.
a family affair, I think. And then, like I said, obviously remembering, and my grandpa lived in Broken Bow for a long time,
Mhm.
stop in there. So Oklahoma's always had a special part, and it's always been very kind to us here. Obviously, we dropped the Axton name as much as humanly possible, but
Right.
I think Oklahoma always seems to, throughout history, has been a place where they send the unique individuals, they're like, well, let's see if you can make it out here. And if you make it
Make
on
it Oklahoma,
the cultural center of the universe.
Yeah.
You know?
yes, for sure. Well, we're glad to claim you. I mean, we really are, and it's just been really fun for me to meet you. Last year, you guys stopped by here and we get to talk, and then how things happened during the rest of the year, and you're back now. And I was so excited when Darcy said that you guys were going to be in the concert series. I was like,
She
oh,
just dropped the Axton name now.
this, I know, right? Yeah, this is gonna be so great. So, my mom and dad always get them tickets, for the series too. So they'll be there
Great.
and they're gonna love it so much. They're very excited.
I'm not as excited as me, but I'm glad.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's
So
true.
we'll be back anytime throughout history. Just let us know. We'll come play music for you guys anytime.
Oh, that is so nice. Thank you so much, Matt.
Well, thank
Well,
you.
are you guys through singing for us?
You want one more?
You guys gonna sing us out of this thing?
Yeah, we
I'll
can do
put
it.
back out and we'll say happy trails together after
Okay.
we play, okay?
Okay.
One more for you.
Okay, one more.
Song. This will be me tonight. I'll have my phone up. Yeah.
Should we do the easiest pandering song that we can do here? Song that mentions Oklahoma outright and the whole thing, and everyone. All right, we'll do it. This little tune my pap wrote, it's a big hit for a band called Three Dog Night. Mentions the great state of Oklahoma. Called Never Been to Spain. I'm not gonna yell in here like I'm gonna yell stuff. Well, I never been to Spain, but I kinda like the music. Hear the ladies aren't saying that, and they should know how to use it. They don't abuse it. They're never gonna use it. I can't refuse it. No, no. Well, I've never been to England, but I kinda like the beat. All right. Oh, I headed for Las Vegas. We made it out to meet us. Oh, can you feel it? It's gotta be real. Feels so good. Feels so good. Well, I never been to heaven, but I've been to Oklahoma. Yeah, they tell me I was born there, but I really don't remember. In Oklahoma, born in Oklahoma, but does it matter? Oh, it really doesn't matter. Well, I've never been to Spain, but I kinda like the music. Hear the ladies are saying, and they sure know how to use it. Yes, they do. They don't abuse it. They're never gonna lose it. I can't refuse it. No, no, no. How can you feel it? It's gotta be real. Feels so good. Feels so good. How can you feel it? It's gotta be real. It feels so good. Thank you. I love that one. Thank you.
So Matt Axton and Bad Moon tonight at the Simmons Center. The box office is open at 6:30. You can get in for general seating at 7 o'clock when Jared Smith, local local performer, is going to do a little pre-show for you guys.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, you guys got a warm-up guy coming out, get the crowd ready.
Yeah, we love, like I said, local connections. It's all
Yeah,
wonderful.
exactly. And then Matt and Bad Moon will be playing starting at 7:30 at the Simmons Center here in Duncan. If you don't have your ticket, go get one. It's gonna be a great show. We are gonna have so much fun. It's gonna be awesome.
Spread and joy. That's our job.
There you go. That sounds like a perfect way to spend the evening. So guys, thank you so much again for stopping by.
Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
and we'll see you tonight.
All right.
All right, see you guys later. Happy
Happy
trails.
trails to you.